Hi, everybody, and welcome to this interview with one of my certified JV brokers. I'm really excited about this interview. If you thought my last case study with Markel was amazing, this one is going to blow your mind. This is a real case study interview with Sam Womack, who is one of my certified JV brokers, who actually contacted me out of the blue, telling me how he did over 20 million in JV brokering deals in just 12 months using my program. So we're just going to bring Sam on. Sam, hi Sam, are you there?
Yes, sir. How's it
Hi,
going?
I'm brilliant, Sam. Thank you for your time. I know you're a very, very busy individual. Sam, just tell us a bit about your brief background to yourself and also why you decided to get into the world of JV brokering.
Yeah, definitely. So I, prior to the class, was kind of running around a little bit hectic, working on different sales jobs, trying to figure something out that would fit. When COVID hit, the business I had been working on just completely collapsed. Investors pulled out, and I had to figure something out. Had a baby on the way. I ended up getting into the world of supply chain for the crisis-related products in the medical space due to all the shortages caused by COVID. And initially, I was brokering transactions with hand sanitizer and gloves, and I did okay, but it was like a 10% or 5%, success rate on full effort deals. And I was looking to figure out a way to build in some processes, some systems that would help me succeed. And that's when I came across Sohail's work, and initially through Clubhouse actually, and I realized, wait, I can do this, and Sohail has the structure. And going through the course helped me figure that out and see that there was a way to vet customers and vet partners and do this in a structured manner. And from then on, I was able to kind of hone in and really just skyrocket my success with the systems outlined in the program.
Excellent, and quite an amazing feat. I must say, congratulations first of all. Give us a brief overview of how did you manage to do over 20 million in brokering deals in just 12 months?
So really, it came down to finding partners that I could trust, um, and working harder than I'd ever worked in my life. With a baby on the way, there's a lot of motivation there, and so essentially, the main foundation was finding a couple key customers that I could focus on. And then I found supply partners that I, flew out to, vetted supply, realized that I could trust them. And once you establish that trust, through true transparency, not trying to hide margins, no games, things like that, it really just opened up for me. And through the due diligence methods, that Sohail teaches in the program, I found partners that had, state contracts, and those state contracts were really the fuel for the large volume in deals. And when you establish that clear demand and you find a supply that can fill it, and you establish that trust, it really just opened up the floodgates.
Awesome, absolutely amazing. What is the market like right now? I mean, I know, I always talk about, especially in the program, opportunities are all around us, especially during a recession or a pandemic, for example. Those are when we find the most biggest opportunities, right, to broker deals. What is the market like for you at the moment? I mean, have you seen any changes? And what other exciting projects are you currently working on?
Yeah, so the market right now has been cooling down in terms of opportunity for open market deals. A lot of the supply chain has started maturing for a lot of these crisis related items. So, gloves was a major market that I found, probably 70% of the volume that I did was in medical gloves. And initially that was just so squeezed, and now the supply chain has matured, prices have corrected, and but the COVID testing market is what is still pumping really well. And so I've, through the contacts that I've developed and the partners that I contracted with, we're supplying, government contracts regularly. And, we just closed a $2.8 million deal 2 days ago, and we got it done in 48 hours, brought in the financing, purchase the supply. I'm actually, as we speak right now, I'm getting updates on the load up at the warehouse right now, and we're going to be distributing to Native American schools. So that's exciting. And then, but as you know, the pandemic is waning, and these opportunities are lowering in number. There's, you know, through the network that I've built and the credibility I've built through this success, there's other opportunities opening up. And one of the things when you see supply chains get, you know, upended, as they start to settle, you see the real, you know, pain points. And one of those main pain points is inventory management and track and trace. And so one of the exciting new projects that I'm working with that I'll be sharing more about in the group later is this warehouse management software and inventory management software that's way ahead of its time. They've closed massive contracts with some of the biggest warehouse retailers in the country. And so I'm going to be brokering that technology at a grand scale, and also looking at how we can implement it in regulatory environments so that there's higher levels of accountability for government suppliers and things of that nature. So that's going to be really exciting. There's a lot of high revenue potential. You know, points on tens of millions of dollars are available for the brokers that can help put it together. And then there's another really exciting opportunity in the crypto space, where one of the largest media companies in the world that hasn't done a single crypto partnership yet, or like any crypto advertising partners. One of my partners has the final say for who gets approved as a partner for advertising. And you know, some of these big crypto companies, blockchain.com, crypto.com, are spending tens of millions of dollars a month in advertising, and none of them have been able to tap this market, which gets, you know, hundreds of millions of viewers a day across all of their media platforms. And so that's going to be exciting, putting together partnerships for advertising and on that platform. And then also, you know, continuing to find large corporations that need COVID testing. I think that's going to be something that continues. So there's JV broker opportunities right now for companies that need COVID test kits as people return back to work. So those are kind of the three main things that I'm working on right now.
Wow, absolutely amazing. And you know, I always talk about that, especially you know, in the program, that you know, we like to do high level deals. You know, any deals that involve brokering on a high level is really where your time should be focused. So you know, one of the things I always talk about in all my programs and whatever I do is the joint venture mindset. So tell us more about the kind of mindset required to do these kind of deals.
Well, so the transition in mindset really is what laid the foundation for my success. And initially, like I said, I was, you know, a little bit hectic, a little all over the place, in that desperation mindset. And that was my downfall initially, and why I ended up wasting so much time, because I was going after these deals where I could make $1,000, $5,000, $4,000, and I was wasting so much time because I wasn't feeling that abundance mindset. I wasn't recognizing the power that I had through my integrity, through my ability to generate trust. And once I fully embraced my capability and just accepted that I had what it took to do larger deals, I started focusing only on those larger opportunities. And that mindset shift of realizing, look, if I can trust myself and know that I can succeed, like I just have to give myself that trust. And when you give yourself that trust that you can do what it takes, that changes everything. And other people sense it, you know, when they see the calm, the poise, the peace, they know that they can trust you as well. And really, like I say, it just comes down to mindset, because they can sense in a second if you're desperate or if you're broke. And even if you don't have much money, you just feel at peace, and you don't put off that energy. And pretty soon you'll see your bank account filling up, and you'll see the success growing. But yeah, focusing on the larger deals, it takes, you know, the same amount of effort as, or even less sometimes, when you find the right partners that have already succeeded in larger deals. And yeah, it just gets a lot more efficient.
Yeah, and I talk about this a lot. I always say to people that look, it takes the same amount of effort and energy on a big deal than it does with a small deal. So why would you really waste that energy by on smaller deals when you can go out and do the bigger deals? I absolutely love that. Okay, so how did the joint venture broker program help you at all sort of achieve some of these deals?
Um, Really, it was just realizing that there's a structure and a pathway and, you know, a system that can lead towards success. Like I was just all over the place, kind of doing JV brokering, but not in a structured and systematic way. And the course just gave me the outline, and a process that through all of your success was proven. And it gave me that extra boost of confidence to know, oh, okay, if I apply this system, then I can create a systemized approach to success versus, running around like a chicken with my head cut off. And so, going through the checkpoints, finding trusted partners, and doing the business audit, which I kind of had to modify because there wasn't much marketing aspects involved, but the basic outline of the course and the content just really helped me see that through a system I could succeed. And I think a lot of people, rely on themselves and just rely on what they know, and it takes accepting that you've got to look to an expert. You've got to look to a system that's proven over years and years of success. And that's really when everything turned around for me. So I said, oh, okay, I can systemize it. I can create boundaries. I can make rules for myself based on the parameters outlined in the system. And it just skyrocketed my success.
I love that. And one of the things I've always wanted to do with my program is that leave a legacy behind of people who can basically supersede me, who can go beyond what I've done. So I'm really happy to hear that. And I'm really proud actually that, people like yourself are actually taking the lead and doing that, leaving that legacy behind. My final question really is, what advice can you give to anyone who wants to become a $1 million joint venture broker?
I think so. That's two of the things I live by. One, that life's too short to be in a rush. So when you're rushing and in that desperation mindset, you miss things. You don't come off as having everything together or confident. And so just really taking the time to slow down and take those moments for peace and to think, just that's when inspiration hits. And then kind of along the same line, everything happens in its due time. When things don't go as planned, don't get frustrated. Don't allow that negativity to come in. Just trust the process. And then a lot of people focus on what they lack and thinking, oh, I have to have money to make money. And, that's absolutely not the case. When I got started there, I had very little to my name, and had lost a lot right before the pandemic. And I started from nothing, and, within a year was able to, take home 7 figures. And that, shows that, and it didn't take me having to utilize a bunch of my own money, so that's really what, the main things, and it takes hard work, like really hard work. You got to focus and work harder than you ever have.
No, I love that. And at the end of the day, when we have kids and we have a family, we stop doing things for ourselves, right? And we start doing things for our families and we start doing things for our children. So I think this is one of the things I love about the ability to be able to go out there and do things like this, broker deals. And there is always a never-ending supply of business out there and opportunities. And I just really, I love it when I hear stories and success stories like yourself, of people have been put in a position where they're about to have children, for example, or they've got a family to support, and this is just amazing. It just makes life so much easier that you don't have to put yourself through that pressure and that stress. And you can actually go out. And the thing is, once you've done one deal, it becomes easy after that. So, once you've gained the skill to be able to broker deals like that, like I always say to people, fly me anywhere in the world, put me on the ground and watch me do deals. So you have the ability to do that anywhere. And nowadays, you don't even have to be on the ground. You can basically just open your laptop, have your cell phone, and actually, do deals while you're on the go. So I absolutely love that. So look, thank you for your time. I know how busy you are because I heard while we were prepping for the call that you were talking to a couple of your suppliers. So I love to I love seeing that and how busy you are, and I really appreciate you spending your time with us and sharing this amazing success story. So Sam, thank you for your time, and wish you good luck on your amazing journey so far.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate you taking the time to give me the opportunity to share my story, and I'm looking forward to um, putting out some of these other opportunities in the group and seeing how we can all succeed more together. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and the group are definitely looking forward to it as well. So there you heard it. Sam Womack, brokering 20 million in deals in 12 months. Such an amazing success story, and I really, hats off to people like Sam who go out and actually take action. Again, if you enjoyed this case study and if you're interested in becoming a certified JV broker, please just go ahead and click the link below, and you can apply now for our brand new JV Broker Coaching Scholarship Program just by clicking that link below. So go ahead if you're interested in becoming a certified joint venture broker, click the link below, apply for our brand new JV Broker Coaching Scholarship Program, and I look forward to getting on a call with you, telling you all about it. So again, thank you very much, and thanks to Sam as well for another amazing case study. Goodbye.